Ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, worshippers of all ages, welcome to YouTube. My name is SeaRaptor. It's time for some more Scuttlebutt. This week's game in the background brought to you by Tier 9 American cruiser USS Buffalo. Buffalo is probably one of the more maligned ships over in the tech tree, and if you're a fan of the channel, if you've been here a little while, you know I have something of a soft spot for this ship. She's really grown on me over the years. Like most players, I did not care for Buffalo when I first sailed through the line, 2-3 years ago when I was working up the American heavies really properly for the first time. And the ship has kind of grown on me. She's a really good pick in silver. You're going to see that over the course of this game, right? The HE, the AP, the radar, the hydro, the heals. Like, there's a lot going for this ship. This is a great game for me. This is not a great game for my team, unfortunately. But it is entertaining, so I'll let you guys enjoy that while I jibber jabber. We've got a lot to talk about. For starters, the single biggest news story to hit Warships in a long time came out about 2 weeks ago with the announcement that Wargaming was going to close their offices, divest themselves of their company offices in St. Petersburg, Russia, and Minsk in Belarus. Now, of course, the war in Ukraine, the Russian invasion, has made a giant mess of most Russian ties to the West. And I've seen a lot of, don't support Wargaming, they're a Russian company. And I'm like, well, no, not really, right? The company was originally founded in Belarus a number of years ago, if memory serves. Their primary offices in that part of the world are in both Kiev and Minsk and St. Petersburg. So they have like two huge development offices, and I'm pretty sure that's Kiev and St. Petersburg on opposite sides of this train wreck, right? And so, but the corporate headquarters was moved to Cyprus, 10, 15 years ago, a while ago, right? Long before boats came involved. Short version of all of this is that the St. Petersburg office will return to being called Lesta Studios, will no longer be called Wargaming St. Petersburg. Presumably, Wargaming will retain the IP rights to World of Warships. I can't imagine why they would let that go. And they're going to develop the game out of another office, another studio office that has yet to have been announced. We don't know anything. There's very little information with this announcement, other than that they're basically getting out of these two countries just because of the issues. It makes sense from a business perspective. This makes sense, right? Like, you can't do business in a country that is isolated from everyone, economically, physically. From a travel perspective, it's just a giant disaster. It can't be done, right? Not in the modern world, not in a multinational company. So it makes sense what they're doing. And if you talk to some of the people and you kind of get a sense of some of the people that work for Wargaming, this has kind of been in the air for a while, but I think the Ukrainian invasion just kind of accelerated the process. What we don't know is what it means for warships, right? Right now, we know that 11.3 just got here. We know 11.4 is in the pipeline. But they're closing the development office, you guys. Like, the people that actually write the code and do the art for the game, that office is being closed and transferred somewhere else on the globe that has yet to be announced publicly. Presumably, there's going to be a slowdown in patch cycles. The game has to take some kind of development hit to absorb this. I cannot imagine it's possible for them to maintain the pace of releases with all of that disruption. So keep an eye on, keep your ears to the ground. Let's see where this goes. But yeah, big changes in store for the location of the development office here for boats. I do want to continue to kind of highlight player events. Myself, really Hapa fodder, really, but several of the North American CCs are organizing kind of an impromptu on our own player event at USS Kidd over Memorial Day weekend. We're calling that Quarters USS Kidd. That's Hapa's name because he's a fancy Navy guy. Right now, you're looking at I'm going to be there, Lord Zath, Hapa fodder, and Seven. And then I think Son MG is planning on coming, but it's going to depend on a variety of factors whether or not he's going to be able to make it or not. But we've got some other folks, some other fabulous folks coming, some other community members you'll recognize. It's been more than 2 years now since we've had an Anchors Away event. I think the community needs this. I think we all could use a little bit of a trip, a little bit of a vacation, and just a chance to get together and nerd out and enjoy the company of boat nerds for a while. So we're going to be doing that on the Saturday of Memorial Day weekend. And if you're interested, I'll put a link down to the Discord below. Come hang out with us. We're going to be doing some fundraising for the USS Kidd Museum, and looking forward to all of that. The Wargaming Spring Championship signups are going on right now. That started this past Friday on the 15th, so that's currently going. This is the kind of King of the Sea replacement event. Of course, by now you're aware that King of the Sea has been called off for this quarter, or this half of the year, I should say. The format of this tournament is going to be just like King of the Sea, just without all the cash prizes. That might not sound very exciting, but honestly, I still enjoy covering competitive warships, and the cash aspect being taken out, in my opinion, means that we might see some more interesting things. We might. I don't know. I'm speculating. I'm just going on what I saw in the past, right? When there's not like, oh, I could win cash for doing this, people tend to be like, well, we're just having a good time. What do we really care, right? So maybe we'll see what's going on with that. But if you're interested in playing in some competitive boats, definitely sign up. Give that a shot. I'll put a link down below to the article, and all the sign-up details are there. If you're curious, myself and Lord Zath will be in Austin in mid-May. We will be covering the North American finals of the event live from Austin. We haven't had the chance to do that. I think King of the Sea 9 was the last time that I went to Austin to cover a finals event with, I don't even remember who I did it. I think it was Zath, actually, now that I think back on it. So it's been more than 2 years since we were actually working with those guys in their office. You know, I produced 9 and I think 10 and 11 and 12 for my desk here, and then finally with 13, it reverted back to Wargaming's purview, which was nice. So they'll be picking that ball up again. Anyway, looking forward to that. Should be in about a month's time. So go sign up if you're interested in playing. As we mentioned, Update 11.3 is here. What all's we got in this patch? Well, the Italian Destroyer pre-release event continuing. You can no longer earn the little tokens that would allow you to unlock the ships, but I think you can continue to buy them. And of course, if you haven't spent any, those ships are still available for you to unlock and pre-release. There's a new Italian Destroyer collection that will allow you to earn Tier 6 Premium Italian Destroyer Leone, which is very different from the ships in the line, honestly. So if you're looking for something a little different, I can recommend Leone. She's not that bad a ship. A little different, very different from what's in the line. A little different from most destroyers you'll run into. More of almost a light cruiser, right? A destroyer leader. New dockyard event for Tier 8 Premium Pan-American Battleship Atlantico. I haven't played this ship yet, so I'm going to be probably doing that on stream this week, this coming Thursday. Drop on by my Twitch channel on Thursday evening here in the U.S. if you want to check that out. I didn't have the ship last Thursday in my port, so I wasn't able to play it, but pretty sure I'll have it for this Thursday, so we'll check that out. Super ships are now in the tech tree. Yep, that's a thing. I know we're all really excited for this. I know I'm super excited about getting dumpstered by the latest Tier 11 super carrier, because I don't know if you guys have noticed, but the USS United States is in dire need of a hit with the Nerf bat. And I don't mean like a light tap. I mean, she needs to be seal clubbed with the Nerf bat. That ship is absolutely just stupid right now. So if you run into a United States in your game, well, sorry. That's all I can really say. Sorry. So keep an eye on that. The other super ships I think are still kind of interesting. I'm looking forward to getting some more test games into Edgar, of course, and the German one interests me as well. That is Clausewitz. I'm curious to try that ship. We'll hopefully getting a first look at her in another 4 to 5 weeks. Also in this patch, 2 new rounds of quote-unquote brawls, and I'm using this term loosely because to me, what they're 9v9 is what they're planning. 9v9 is not a brawl, guys. Like, if I have to round up a full clan battles team, that's not a brawl. Now, one of the advantages of brawls is none of the people in a brawls team have to be in the clan, in your clan, right? That's the beauty of it. You can grab 9 random strangers and go play brawls, and that's fine. But I mean, to me, what made brawls fun was it was a smaller, faster, more intimate, for lack of a better word, like a more intimate event, right? We used to do them as community nights on my stream because I can grab anybody who wants to jump in and play. We usually got, anywhere from 8 to 10 guys that want to rotate through, and we bring in 2 or 3 at a time. We play some games, we rotate them out, and we have a great time. Brawl nights on my stream have been a blast. I've been loving that since last summer. But doing it at 9v9 on stream, just the cat hurting and everything just doesn't interest me a whole lot. And if I'm honest, this is like clan battles light. Why would I want that? Like, I don't know. Maybe it's if you do it and you enjoy it, hey, good for you, man. But for me, this is not that exciting. So, but it's out there, and if you're interested in it, there it is. Visual improvements. The art team continue to crush things, of course. Some more visual improvements in this patch related to some of the maps. And, of course, one of the nice things is we finally got our first, what I considered honest-to-God balancing pass at Petropavlovsk coming in now. Because they raised her out of the water. And I don't know about you guys, but the ones I've run into since the patch definitely feel easier to Citadel and really punish. So that's been nice. That's been really, really nice. I'm looking forward to that. What else have we got? Well, if we go over to the dev blog and kind of have a look down the road, big announcements recently about what's coming to the 11.4 test server, which will be starting up very, very soon. Of course, we mentioned Tier 11 German supercruiser Clausewitz. That's the Hindenburg follow-on, the German cruiser supership. And then the entire full line of British battlecruisers has been announced. They didn't spoil every single ship. I think there's a couple of tiers that didn't quite get all the details released and so on and so forth. But the fact that the British battlecruisers are coming was not exactly a shock, but now we've actually seen the ships. You can go through the line and have a look at the ones they've announced. I'll put a link to that down below. What else is coming in the next patch? Well, our first new map in a very long time. First new map since Greece actually is coming in the sense of the community voted for the Faroe Islands map, and that is coming to closed testing next patch. I'm not sure how they're going to work that out, but it will be in the client and working towards a release looking like over the summer. That'll be nice. And then, of course, the French cruisers will be joining. Well, the French cruiser split, and I'll have some first look videos on those very, very soon. Will be going into early access starting in 11.4 as well. A new Marseille port, that very festive looking one, is in there. And then one of the best things in the world, guys. If you hate Epicenter, I've got good news for you. Epicenter is going away. Epicenter will be leaving the random battle mode rotation. It will no longer be available. They're going to replace it with Arms Race, which is actually interesting because Arms Race is a really, really dynamic game mode. I wasn't really sold on it at first. When they first tested Arms Race, I did not like it. But they did some more testing. They've refined the concept a little more. And now I'm at a point where when Arms Race comes up, I'll actually enjoy it because Arms Race is a really, 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 really neat change. Oh, look, more submarine changes. There's a shock. We're continuing to radically change how submarines work 2 years into this because, well, we still haven't got them to where they function right in this game. And I'm not going to lie, guys, the longer this goes on, the more I'm almost convinced they never will. There was a time that I was optimistic, right? That I was like, they can find a way to make submarines work. But it just feels like everything that's tried, every iteration, something doesn't work, and it just gets worse, or then it gets better, but then the subs aren't useful, and then it's we're back and forth and back and forth and back and forth, and I'm not convinced we're ever going to get there. Maybe we will, maybe we won't. I don't know, but I'm starting to lose hope, right? I'm rapidly approaching the point where I'm going to look at submarines and be like, just call it, guys. You've spent thousands of hours developing this, and it's still a disaster. Just hang it up. But we'll see. They haven't yet. For those of you who are Fletcher fanboys like me, USS Black is returning. That's coming back in 11.4. There's going to be some kind of special campaign happening over on the website, the portal, where you'll be able to earn your way up to a USS Black, or earn your way to discounts on USS Black, or just eventually I think you'll be able to buy her outright, something like this. I don't remember exactly, but bottom line is if you want to earn a Black, you'll be able to get her very, very soon, which will be very, very nice. Game's winding down here, so we'll hang it up. Unfortunately, as you can see, we lost this game. I'm damn near the only person on my team with any kills because, well, our battleships weren't exactly all that amazing. You might have missed that Georgia Marlborough game in the middle of the board where the Georgia did this close pass to the Marlborough and never shot at him. I really don't understand what happened there, but okay. Anyway, so yeah, loss here, but you can hopefully see the benefits, the strengths. Let's use that. The strengths of Buffalo in the ranked format. I really like the ship. I really recommend her. I think you should give her a try. So yeah, we got some more videos coming soon, some more first look videos. I put San Diego up yesterday. Aquila is coming this week. Next week, we'll start in on the French cruiser split. And I think I'm going to have some other things I want to talk about soon. There's been a little bit of activity brewing on the forums that I had missed until recently about some topics that I am particularly interested in. So we'll see if I can get off my butt and get some videos going. But guys, sign up for Warship Spring Championship. Coverage on that's going to start over on Twitch on Saturday, the 30th of April. I hope you'll join us then. In the meantime, wash your hands, be safe, and I'll catch you next time.